We're here today to bring public awareness to steel that's being used in our country that's imported. I mean, we have a crisis on our hands in the steel industry, and we want to support Canadian industry. Our politicians have said they're going to support Canadian steel industry. They've touted using Canadian steel for infrastructure to build here, and we're seeing evidence that they're not doing that. I mean, you know, they don't realize how deep and far down the chain this goes, and we're seeing here an overpass that's being built with foreign steel. We don't make beams in Canada. So those beams are imported from somewhere. It might be the US or South Korea or Thailand or Vietnam, but they're definitely imported. And the perfect substitute for that, 100% substitutable, is pipe pilings, which we make in Harrow at our Atlas Tube plant, and we make it from Canadian steel, whether it's from Algoma or Stelco in Nanticoke or from ArcelorMittal Dofasco. We make it here and it's perfectly substitutable. We actually made the pipe piling for the Gordie Howe Bridge. So I'm pretty sure if it's good enough for the Gordie Howe Bridge, it should be good enough for the Banwell overpass. It's up to our government to spec that out when they go to spend our tax dollars, right? These are our tax dollars. And you know, the interesting thing is we're directly across from a $7 billion battery plant that we provided $1 billion of infrastructure help to and $18 billion of tax credits. As a matter of fact, they stopped construction in the middle of it to hold us up for more tax credits. So we gave them our tax dollars. That whole thing is built with foreign steel. Can you imagine that? And they'll, you know, when I asked the government officials about it, Doug Ford and the rest, they go, well, it's private. I said, it's not private. We gave them $18 billion. So if we gave them $18 billion, you don't think we could tie the string to it to use Canadian steel and support Canadian industry because that's our tax dollars? Don't get me wrong, I'm really happy it's here. I'm happy for the community and I'm happy for that company, but they should have done it with Canadian steel if they're using our tax dollars. Look, it's gone on in the US for years. They write it into the spec. If you're using tax dollars, state dollars, and federal dollars, there has to be a certain amount of US content. And they write it in for steel. That's all you got to do. Put it in as it has to be Canadian content. And if it isn't made here, if there's a substitutable product that's made in Canada, then use that. That's it. Real simple. And you put that all the way down the chain. That'll solve a lot of the problem.